with you. It's exclusive to QVC, the brightest single spotlight Mr. Beams makes, if you can believe it. 125% more lumens than other Mr. Beam spotlights offered here on QVC, and the longest beam distance of any beam spotlight ever offered. We are also doing this for you on a great today's special value at $39.96. If you can, I just can't with this. It's too good. And that value, by the way, is so huge. We are talking about lights that are exclusive to QVC. This is brand new today. And our price, $39.98, or 3 easy payments of $13.33. Free shipping and handling for you on this as well. And Scott Hind is here with me.
Hey, how are you? First chance I've gotten to work with you. Welcome to the team. You're doing awesome.
Thank you. Well, I do what I can. I do what I can.
You're doing awesome.
But here's the great thing, is that we are bringing to you something that maybe you've seen Mr. Beams before, right? So you've seen the lights, but they've never been this bright.
Yeah, and Mr. Beams is the industry leader in wireless motion sensor lights. And this is the best one we've ever offered for 3 big reasons. First and foremost, the easiest to install. You do not have to hire an electrician or a clumsy contractor. If you have a screwdriver, you can install this. 3 screws, that's it. Second, the brightest we've ever offered. 450 lumens. That is ultra bright. And the last one we offered was 200 lumens, and that blew out the door. This is over twice the brightness. Third big reason you want this is battery life. With just 4D batteries, you get over 3,000 activations. So that means is if you go outside 8 times a night, and that's a lot, you get over a year's worth of runtime. You go out 3 or 4 times a night like most people, you get over 2 years of runtime. So what that means to you is for a fraction of the price of one of those really expensive hardwired, lights that you have to pay somebody to install, you can afford to purchase 4 or 5 sets of Mr. Beams. That means you're lighting up the deck, the patio, the backyard, the driveway, the shed, and it means you can feel safe and secure every single night.
And you're doing that in a big way today, because not only are you getting something that's exclusive here to QVC, that's going to give you those 450 lumens, but we've got different color options for you. So we'll start at the top here. We have our black, which is really nice, our black up top. Then right next to that, we have our white. And by the way, the black is the most popular. Oh, the white is the most popular? Just kidding. Our white is the most popular. then right beneath that, we've got our, is this our?
This is your brown.
This is our brown.
Yep.
Okay, brown.
And then down here is the taupe.
And then at the bottom, we have our taupe. So yeah, okay.
And what you're seeing here is 2 ultra bright SMT surface mount technology LEDs. Creates 450 lumens of light. I know we'll bring down the lights here. We'll show you how bright it is.
Yep.
But it is enough to light up 675 square feet of area, or the beam itself extends out 106 feet. That is a staggering amount of light that covers a staggering amount of area. And once again, it is wireless. You do not have to hire an electrician. You install it yourself and you're good to go.
Well, here's what I want you to know. You're getting an incredible value here. If this was sold separately, you'd be paying $64.46. Instead, today, on this today's special value here at QVC, you're getting home 2 for $39.96, or 3 easy payments of $13.32, and boom, my favorite thing in the world, free shipping and handling. But here's the thing, this is a no-brainer. This isn't a want, this is a need, because you need to light up your home. We're going to show them how it happens.
It's peace of mind, because remember, for a fraction of the price of one of the really expensive hardwired ones you have to pay people, you can have 4 or 5 sets around your entire outside or inside. Let's take you on a tour and show you where you use them. So you see the first 2 we just did there. They're ultra bright, but as we walk back here, see how there's 2? You don't need 2 for your driveway, but look how bright this is. You could read a book out in your driveway.
This
literally.
is awesome.
It's sick how bright this is, right?
Really bright.
Yeah.
And this is very easy to install.
It's unbelievably easy if you have a screwdriver. Now, if you're drilling into like stucco or brick, you do need a drill. But if you're going into wood, aluminum siding, if you have a screwdriver, you can do this. It is easy. But as you get home at night, okay, and especially as it gets, we'll start to come into fall and winter, it'll get colder, you just want to get out of your car. You want to be able to see and get into your home. You don't want to fumble for the keys. You don't, groceries, whatever it is. This lights it up every time right away. It's your own personal security system.
And you can use this in so many different ways. Really think about your backyards when you walk outside, when you're walking the dog. Those moments where you realize, I just want to I need to have the light.
Yeah, and this is where it's really crazy. Look at, you and I can see each other plain as day.
And this is, our studio right now is black. Like we turned it, we turned the lights out.
All the lights are down. The only thing lighting us up right now is a Mr. Beam spotlight. 600 square feet is this inside of this garage, okay? The beams cover 675 square feet. So this entire garage is lit up by Mr. Beams. You can see, we can see.
Right.
Again, you open that door, you got, you know, groceries, you're trying to flip the switch with your elbow. Yep. No worries there whatsoever. This just comes right on for you. And then the nice thing about it is it goes off after 20 seconds. So if you're not moving for 20 seconds, then it goes off and you don't have to worry. That's why you get that good long run time of a battery, easily over a year's worth of run time.
Okay, and this just needs a couple of batteries to be able to
4D batteries. It does not come with it, but you supply 4D batteries. Those D batteries provide, please, you go first. Those 4D batteries provide over 3,000 activations.
And you can see as we walk through that the lights are coming on because they're motion detected. They're seeing us move. And if you're just joining us, you're catching us during our today's special value, which is all about lighting up your home. Easy peasy, no wire installation. We are talking about Mr. Beams, the brightest lights out there.
And the best one we've ever offered. The brightest, the longest running, and the easiest to install. It is like having, for a fraction of the price, a very expensive security system with the motion lights, but you don't have to pay a contract. You don't have to pay a security company to come out. You install these, you own them, it is easy to do.
Yeah.
And look how bright this is. Once again, we could literally sit out here and play cards. That's how bright it is.
And look at how bright it is. I mean, if we were sitting down and you're really enjoying food with your family, you don't have to worry about getting that lighting and all that wiring set up outside. This is what do we have here? 1, 2 lights?
That's right, and that's the set right there. So you've got, remember, each light itself covers 675 square feet. That is a huge area.
That's a lot.
With 450 lumens. 2 of this, it's like daytime out here. And the nice thing is it doesn't get hot because they're SMT LED technology, ultra bright but not hot. A lot of times heat attracts bugs and moths, stuff like that. No worries there either.
That's awesome. And you know what? Lighting is really also cohesive, I think, in my life with safety. When I leave my house to come to work at QVC, if it's dark outside, I'm uncomfortable.
That's right.
You know, that's just how it is. When I leave my house, when I go to do something, darkness for me, I associate that with like not being so comfortable. I enjoy the light.
Well, and remember, even if you have a power outage, okay, we're coming into fall, there'll be storms, there'll be trees down in the winter, whatever it might be. You don't have to worry about it because this is battery powered. This is not hardwired. It is easy to install. You can install it, but more importantly, even in those times, the outside of your house will be lit up. So we looked at it right now. This one just came on, right? Well, you know, I don't want to scare anybody, but if burglary and theft, especially homes, is a crime, what we call crime of opportunity.
Right.
Okay. So burglars come and they check your windows real quick, and they check to see if there's an easy way in and out, especially at night. Well, if you're walking by and a light this bright pops on, that burglar's gone. They're on to the next place, and I hope they don't rob your neighbors, but I don't want them to rob you.
That's right.
And they won't. When you've got a nice bright light out here, you're good to go.
Yeah, and especially you can see too here, we're underneath this light, so it's staying on, and it'll stay on as long as we're underneath it.
As long as you and I are moving, but once we're gone, 20 seconds later, so it conserves that battery power, and that's what's great about it.
That's what's awesome.
Now, this is my favorite one here. You'll see it coming up in a second.
Okay,
but right here is great. We'll come to the store. See how this comes on? Well, again, say you get out of work late, you got to pick the kids up at soccer practice, and you forgot to turn the lights on.
Right.
When you have a Mr. Beams, it does the thinking for you. So no more, gosh, I'm fumbling for my light.
Right, you're looking for everything. Where's
the right key? No worries. You go in, and then say you go into your garage. You'll see how this light just came on?
Yes.
It lights up bright as day. So you can see
everything. 450
lumens, 675 square feet, 106 feet of reach for the beam, plus the motion sensor is activated 30 feet around. So, and you can, when you install them, you can pivot them literally any direction you want, up, down, sideways, 360 degrees, so it can light up any area you need it to. And then, like I said, you've got the convenience of the daylight at any time of night.
Yeah, and I really want you to think about, too, like your own safety in your home, the things that make you feel more comfortable, because really light does that for us, you know? It makes you feel better when you walk outside and you have that. You know, we have already had 400 orders during this show, but I want you to know it's really something that I think you should pick up more than one set, because here's the thing. You want your patio lit, you want the pool lit, you want the front door lit, you know, you want the backyard lit. And sometimes over time you start to realize once you get these home, you're like, why didn't I light the whole house?
And that's the thing. For a fraction of the price of just one of those hardwired ones, you can get 4 or 5 sets, and guess what? No electrician, no contractor that you have to schedule, that's inconvenient for you and pay a lot of money. You can own 4 or 5 sets, put them up yourself in a matter of minutes, and you're good to go. And then this is is what's real great. Before we took a look at these images, this is literally bright enough. I can sit here in this. This is my favorite thing.
Read a book.
It says, the lamplight whirring with mosquitoes streams out the screen door. I can literally read this book in the middle of pitch black studio. It is unbelievable.
Yeah, and this is a light you do not have to wire. We are talking about battery powered. You are getting two, and you are bringing that home at today's special value that is really saving you a ton of money. And I know we have some before and afters. This is just to show you a little look at what you probably are living with and what you could have if you were able to get those home.
And this is one of the two Mr. Beams, mind you. So remember, this is what 450 lumens, 675 square feet means to you. Your shed is lit up. Your tree, and this is one is really near and dear to my heart. I have a fire pit, okay, that I built, a little fire pit I built for my daughter, and her friends come over, and it's out in the woods behind our house.
Right.
Well, where are you gonna get power in the woods? You don't need power. I have two of these out there on trees. You can mount them to trees, and when they go out and sit at the fire, it lights up the area so they can be safe, roast marshmallows. It is portable, it is wireless, and it is really bright.
Gosh, look at that front door too. You know, that is the one place where I feel like the most feeling, the front door and the back door of your home. That's really, it's almost like your own guard for yourself, you know, and to put those lights there so it's lit up, so when you look out the window, you've got that. I think you can't pay for that. You know, that feeling of security is huge.
You don't have to remember or think whether or not you turn the lights on. You know the lights are going to be on.
Right.
At all times, you'll get home. This is peace of mind. Because forget about the security aspect. It's just annoying to come home to a dark house.
It is.
It really is. Like, it's just a quality of life issue. Nobody likes searching for their keys, but when you got Mr. Beams, you can see your keys, your credit card, a book. You can do it. You can see anything you want to see. Put this out on the back and just add extra lighting because it's so bright, and it's a very soothing light.
So we have different surfaces here just to show you what everything will look like on our first here. This is the black, right?
That's right. And let's say this is brick, okay? If you have brick, you will need a bit or to drill into it. I do want to be clear.
Right.
It does come with the anchors that could go into it. But as I flip this around, aluminum siding, it comes with a pointed screws. It's only 3 screws to install. You can screw them right into aluminum siding. They mount anywhere. The white matches nicely. You're good to go.
Yeah, and our whites are most popular, by the way.
And then real simple, this again, remember, first thing is 2 SMT, surface mount technology LEDs, the brightest LEDs on the market, and all you do is you put 4 batteries into there, you're good to go. It could not be any easier to install. It couldn't be any easier to operate. This is the motion sensor, turns off after 20 seconds.
Okay, then our next color here is the taupe.
That's right, and that's stucco. You can go right into stucco. You can mount it anywhere. And even if it comes down the road where you want to take them out, it's only 3 tiny pilot holes. It's not like some giant hole where you got to run wires and dig a trench and tear up your house. That's all it is. And then finally, the brown. Here on the wood, again, screws right in. It's so simple.
It's so simple, but it's also going to make such a huge difference in your life. You are looking at our first today's special value, Mr. Beams, and it's awesome because so many of you have loved these. You've probably picked them up in the past, but the ones you picked up in the past weren't even as bright as these are.
Not even close.
Yeah.
So what happened is the last ones we had were 200 lumens, and those flew out the door literally in minutes. This is 450 lumens with 675 square feet of coverage, but most importantly, just off of 4D batteries. You do have to supply the batteries, but you get over 3,000 activations. So what that means, Alex, is if you go out 8 times a night, which is a lot of times to go out, you get a year's worth of runtime. Most people go out 3 to 4 times. That's almost 2 years of runtime before you have to replace the battery.
So I want you to know when you're waking up with us right now at 3:16 this morning, you're catching us at a great time because this is our Mr. Beams 450 lumen ultra bright security motion sensor spotlights. You may have seen something similar to this before, but this is exclusive to QVC. These are the biggest, brightest that you can get on the market right now. The brightest single spotlight that Mr. Beams makes with the highest lumen single spotlight. It's 125% more lumens than other Mr. Beams spotlights offered on QVC. The longest beam distance of any beam spotlight we've ever offered because hello.
Yeah. Here are your options, okay?
Yeah.
Before now, it was this, which is hardwired. These are extremely expensive. You only get one. What are you going to do with these? If I handed this to you, would you know how
I'd be like,
to
I have no idea what to do with that.
And someone's got to come drill all kinds of holes, run wires. It's expensive as heck. So forget about this. And the bulbs are really expensive and they're really hot.
Right.
That's one option. The other option is solar. We got a lot of problems with solar. They're not as bright. You can't use them if it rains all day like it did yesterday. You don't get any power. And you can't put them under your soffit or your your eaves or anything like that. So that's limited. Here, this is wireless. It's battery powered. It's ultra bright. You can put it anywhere you want in a matter of minutes. You have it installed.
It's an incredible value. I want you to know that you're getting this home at $39.96. We're also offering this to you on 3 easy payments of $13.33 with free shipping and handling. But if sold separately, you would pay $64.46 for this. And instead, here at QVC, you're picking up the today's special value at $39.96. And of course, that easy pay available and as well, free shipping and handling. There is no or, you're getting it all. But I really encourage you to pick up more than one set, because once you get these home, I guarantee that you will use them. You'll be so impressed by the light. You'll be like, why didn't we get these for the backyard? Why didn't we get them for the other side? And really, for $100, you can light your whole house. You
can. And I want to show you the difference of what 200 lumens is to 400 lumens. So this is the one we offered just a while ago, and it was a great light, don't get me wrong.
Okay, so that's this one. I'm just going to stand in the light.
And it blew out the doors. Well, unfortunately, yeah, it's gonna